Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome to day one of this 7-day yoga and meditation challenge. We are going to begin this Monday morning with a gentle, simple flow just to get you started on a positive note. And I hope that you'll follow up this 15-minute gentle yoga class with our 5-minute Monday morning affirmation meditation. It will be linked at the end of this video. So each class in this series is going to be paired with one affirmation to really help you set the tone for the day ahead. And given that it's Monday morning, our affirmation that we'll be working with today is I am capable and competent. I know my worth. So keep that in mind. I'm going to repeat it throughout our practice. And let's begin by lying down on our backs in Shavasana pose. So really easing our way into our practice this morning. Rather than having my arms alongside my body, I'm going to reach my arms up overhead as a way to get a gentle stretch into our shoulders, and just close your eyes here. So regardless of the day you have planned, the things you have to do, we want to carve out some time for ourselves in the morning to get really clear on our priority, putting ourselves first through gentle movement, deep breathing, and true mindfulness. So see if you can breathe in and out through your nose, feeling that breath go all the way down to your low belly and low back. And you might internally repeat this affirmation: I am capable and competent. I know my worth. I am capable and competent. I know my worth. A great affirmation for a Monday morning. And you might lengthen your fingers even further away from your toes. So making this more of an active lengthening, active stretching. And we'll pull our knees in towards the belly. You can hold on to the back of your thighs or maybe the front of your shins. Just rock a little side to side. So how can this affirmation be true for you? How can it help you set the tone for the day ahead? I am capable and competent. I know my worth. Let's get into our hips a little bit. This will be great, especially if you're going to be sitting a lot today. So bring your feet flat to the floor and you can just cross your right ankle over the top of that left knee. Think of flexing your right foot, pushing that thigh away, and you might choose to hold here, or you can reach through with your arms, pulling that left thigh in. Totally normal if you're feeling a little stiff. This is also my first practice of the day. So there are some aches and pains, a little bit of tightness. We're going to try to work that out really gently. So relax your upper back, your neck, your head, just using a little bit of arm strength. Stay connected to that breath rhythm, in and out through your nose. One more big squeeze. And carefully release. Bring both feet back down to the mat. And just for a breath here, push your feet into the floor, squeeze into your glutes, and press up to your bridge pose. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Hug in through your inner thighs. Push down into your big toes. Push down into your shoulder blades. And let's come all the way back down. Reclined pigeon on the second side. Cross your left ankle over the top of your right knee, flex through that foot, and then reach through as you pull your thigh towards your chest, trying not to rock on one side more than the other. And staying really present with yourself, so that you don't get caught up storytelling or distracting yourself. Keep hugging and squeezing that thigh in a little closer as we stretch through that left glute and left hip. And we'll come back into that bridge pose again, so you could release, feet hip width distance apart, relax your arms by your sides, push your feet into the floor, and go ahead and lift on up, squeezing in. So a little bit of engagement through your seat, through the backs of your legs, the backs of your arms. And you can lower all the way back down. Straighten your legs, and you can just flip over so that you're on your belly. We'll come into Sphinx pose. Shalamba Bhujangasana. Sphinx pose, you want your forearms on the mat. Reach your toes back behind you and focus on elevating through your heart here as you also at the same time roll and shrug your shoulders back behind you. And you do want to lightly push your pubic bone into the floor to lengthen your tailbone towards your heels as you pull your heart forward. So especially if you're sitting at a desk a lot today, or maybe doing a lot of driving, or just using your mobile device, we tend to kind of round and crouch forward. So let's counteract that now. Big breath in here. And let's release Balasana into your child's pose, big toes together, knees as wide as you would like them to be. As you press your hips towards your heels, walk your hands out in front of you and melt on down. I am capable and competent. I know my worth. How can you carry this intention through with you throughout the rest of the day? You're welcome to stay as you are. If you'd like to stretch a little bit more into your arms, you can press your palms together, bend your elbows, and bend at the elbows so that you're bringing your thumbs to rest towards the back of your head and the back of your neck. Just stretching a little bit along the triceps. Take 3 more full belly breaths here. If you had your elbows bent, you can go ahead and straighten your arms, and we'll press up, tabletop pose, making our way through for cat and cow as a way to really warm up the spine. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, reverse that motion as you round through your upper back. A few more like this. Go at your own internal breath rhythm. Really push into your fingertips and knuckles. See if you can even push into the tops of your feet in order to take some of your body weight out of your knees. So really being mindful of our joints here. One more cycle. Inhale, drop your belly, back bend. Cleo's joining us. Exhale, round and contract. And coming back to neutral, walk your palms a couple inches past your shoulders. We'll find our first downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's go ahead and paddle out the feet and the legs. So just alternate bending one knee and straightening the opposite leg, while at the same time, you're really trying to push your shoulders back, pressing your chest towards your thighs, relaxing your neck, letting your head be heavy, and curling and lifting your tailbone up towards the sky. So pressing your upper thigh bones back, reaching back from your seat. Lengthen everything out here. Try to get a full body activation, a big stretch from your hands all the way down into your feet. And go ahead and bring your knees back down to the mat. Bring your legs out in front of you. We'll come into a butterfly fold. Soles of the feet come together to touch, knees fall apart, and you can decide how wide you would like to have this. We're just going to melt forward and down. So a nice forward fold to decompress along the spine and get a big stretch here through the inner thighs. I'm making this a very passive fold, letting myself round. I'm not pushing, not pulling, just letting gravity do the work for you. Trying to be gentle with ourselves this morning, removing any pressure or expectation that you might have on yourself and on others. I am capable and competent. I know my worth. And you can use your hands pushing into the floor to curl and lift back up inch by inch. And come to take a seat, sitting up tall, resting your hands over the tops of your knees. And we're just going to trace some half circles with the head, so you can let your head drop to one shoulder and then tuck the chin down nice and slow, bringing your chin to your chest and slowly bringing the other ear to the other shoulder. And just keep going here at your own pace. Make sure you're still breathing as you go through this motion. And try not to round your shoulders or slouch in your posture. Take about one more here. And you can lift your head all the way back up through center. Let's take a side bend. Reach your right arm up and over. Big side body stretch. Push down into both hips so they both stay grounded. And then you can cactus shape with your right elbow. So bend into the elbow and see if you can twist open a little bit, as if you're leaning back. And coming all the way back up, we'll do that on the other side. Left arm reaches up and over, big side body stretch. Lengthening from your left fingertips all the way down to your left hip. And then a little cactus shape with your left elbow, left arm, and start to lean it back as you look up. Just a different sensation in the pose. Coming all the way back up, let's release. Hands at your heart, bowing forward. Thank you so very much for doing this Monday morning gentle flow with me. I would love for you to do our Monday morning 5-minute meditation. You should be able to click on it right here on the screen. This will really help you anchor the work that we've done today.